Welcome to Korea Spicy Bunny Stories. Imagine this. You get married. Your parents gift you a $1 million apartment. You and your husband finally start your life together. Then one day your mother-in-law shows up, looks around the house, and says this. We should all live here together. Yes, she wanted to move in with her daughter, without paying a single cent. And when my husband said no, things got explosive. Hello, my spicy bunnies. It's your host, the bunny with attitude. Today's story is about entitlement taken to a whole new level. A mother-in-law who treated her son like a bank. A sister-in-law who thought everything belonged to her. And a husband who finally reached his breaking point. Trust me, the ending of this story is pure karma. Let's get into it.
I'm 28 years old. My husband is 31. We've been married a little over a year. I run a cafe in Gangnam. Business is good. Some months I make $7,000. Sometimes closer to 8. My husband works at a large company. Together, we live comfortably. No debt, no financial stress. Just a simple life we built together. But there is one problem. His family, especially his mother. She is 57, and she hasn't worked in years. Ever since my husband graduated college, she basically retired. But she didn't retire quietly. She retired on my husband's salary. Every month he sends her money. Exactly $1,000. Like clockwork, if the money arrives even one day late. My phone starts ringing.
Are you two forgetting about me? I have nothing to eat here. You want your own mother to starve?
At first, I tried to understand. Maybe she really needed help. But then I learned something strange. She wasn't struggling. She just expected it. Like it was her right. And then there was my sister-in-law. She's 25. And let's just say, responsibility is not her strongest trait. My husband once told me something about her.
My sister doesn't understand shame.
I thought he was exaggerating. Until I met her properly. This happened while we were still dating. I met my sister-in-law for the third time. I was carrying a designer handbag. It was a gift to myself after a good business year. She looked at it. Her eyes stayed on it the entire dinner. Then she suddenly leaned toward me.
Annie, aren't you bored of that bag? You're rich anyway. Why don't you just buy a new one and sell that one to me?
I thought she was joking. So I laughed. But she didn't laugh.
I'll give you $300. That's fair, right?
The bag was worth over $1,500. And she said it like she was doing me a favor. That was the first time I felt it. Something about this family felt off. But I ignored it. Because I loved my husband. When we got married, my parents gave us an incredible gift. A 35 Pyongyang apartment in Jamsil. Worth around $1 million. It was their way of helping us start our life. My husband was overwhelmed with gratitude. He spent his entire savings furnishing the place. New furniture. Appliances. Everything. We created a home together. Because my parents gave us the apartment. We decided to skip the traditional wedding gift expected from the bride's side. My husband's family didn't contribute to the wedding anyway. So we thought everything was fair. But apparently, his mother had other plans. One day my mom called me. She sounded confused.
Your mother-in-law contacted me.
I froze.
She asked for $10,000. And a designer bag for your sister-in-law. She said their family reputation depends on it.
I felt my face burn. My husband was furious. He drove straight to his mother's house that night. I don't know exactly what he said, but I do know this. After that day, she stopped asking my parents for money. But the problems didn't stop. Not even close. The day everything exploded. It was a Saturday, a normal weekend. My husband and I were relaxing at home. Then the doorbell rang. When I opened the door, I saw my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. They walked in like they owned the place. My mother-in-law slowly looked around the apartment. The living room, the kitchen, the balcony. Then she smiled.
This place is big.
Something in my stomach tightened. Then she dropped the bomb.
We should combine households. If we move in here, everything will be easier.
I thought I misheard her. But she kept going.
You won't need to send me $1,000 every month anymore. I'll help with the house. And when you have a baby, I'll raise it.
Then she said something even worse.
We can sell our rental apartment and save the money for your sister's future wedding.
I was shaking with anger. But before I could speak, my husband stood up.
Don't even think about it.
The room went silent.
You are not moving in here. Not today. Not ever.
My mother-in-law looked shocked. Then she crossed her arms.
If we can't live here, then increase my allowance to $1,500.
I thought that was the end, but my sister-in-law wasn't done. She pointed down the hallway.
There's a spare room, right? My job is in Gangnam. The commute from Gunpo is exhausting. I'll just stay here. It's only 10 minutes from my office.
My husband didn't say another word. He walked to the door, opened it, and pointed outside.
Leave.
They didn't move. So he repeated it, louder.
Get out of my house.
That day, he physically escorted them out the door. The aftermath. A few days later, something happened. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law showed up at my cafe. During peak hours. Customers everywhere. Then my mother-in-law started yelling,
Is $1,000 too much for you? You give your own parents $3,000 every month.
Everyone in the cafe was staring. So, I answered calmly, I give my parents $3,000 because they let me run my cafe in their building for free? That money is rent, and it's my money. Then my sister-in-law started crying.
I still have $10,000 in student debt.
I was shocked. For years, my husband sent money every month. So I asked the obvious question, where did all that money go? My mother-in-law snapped.
That money is for living. You expect me to pay tuition with it.
Then she said the sentence that changed everything.
My son was never like this before. You turned him against us. A man only changes when a woman poisons him.
The final decision. When my husband heard what happened, he cried, not because of the money, because of the disrespect. That night, he told me something I will never forget.
I would rather lose my family than lose you.
After that, he made a decision, a final one. He went to his mother's house and laid out 3 rules.
The allowance is now $500. We will never live together. And we are selling our apartment.
The room exploded. My sister-in-law started screaming.
It's illegal not to support your parents. I'll sue you.
My husband laughed.
Go ahead. I'll hire the best lawyer in the country. And we'll show every dollar I've given you. Let's see who wins.
She tried to rush toward me. My husband stepped between us. And that was the last time we saw them.
Wow. Just wow. Some people really believe family means unlimited access to your money. But respect, boundaries, gratitude, Apparently, those things were optional. Thankfully, this husband finally stood up for himself. And honestly, that's the real victory here. So tell me, my spicy bunnies, what would you have done? Would you keep sending money? Or cut them off completely? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in the next story. And don't forget to subscribe for more spicy Korean chaos.